Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, codependent psychopaths. Hello and welcome back to Jeffrey's Demons, where we plumb the depths of secret mysteries and reveal shocking insights into dark, Epstein-shaped webs of intrigue. Well, today's topic is a chilling tale that has shocked the world. We're dealing with the twisted links between Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. So, brace yourselves, folks, as we dive headfirst into the complex relationship between these two individuals. Some call them conniving, others say they're deceitful, exploitative, violent, or even brutal. Before we delve into the dark and sinister world of Epstein and Maxwell, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. We have a strong feeling you'll adore every moment of it. Without further ado, let's rewind to the beginning. Our story begins with Jeffrey Epstein, a man who climbed the social ladder by deploying a dubious sense of charm, which most of us already know he leveraged to further the dark, sinister litany of crimes he later would become known for. A financier with connections to the rich and powerful, which afforded him a veneer of civic respectability, combined with a secrecy which belied his depravity for many years. But who fueled or enabled this man's insatiable appetite for power and control? Or was it entirely self-generated? Enter Ghislaine Maxwell, the enigmatic socialite and alleged madam who played a crucial role in Epstein's sinister escapades. Epstein and Maxwell's paths crossed in the early 1990s, with the two forging an enduring partnership that ultimately would leave a trail of devastation in its wake. Ghislaine, the daughter of disgraced media tycoon Robert Maxwell, brought sophistication and connections. Little did the world know, their alliance would morph into a toxic dance of manipulation and abuse. As Epstein and Maxwell navigated the upper echelons of high society, their relationship evolved into a symbiotic web of deception. Epstein's finances and Maxwell's social prowess proved to be a deadly combination. But what were the secrets they were hiding, and how did they maintain such an intriguing and intoxicating grip on the influential figures in their orbit? We spoke to experts and journalists who have been following this case closely. According to these individuals, the power dynamics between Epstein and Maxwell mirror-read those of classic psychopathic relationships, composing as they often do of delicate dances involving manipulation and dependency. Now, let's fast forward and remind ourselves of the infamous Private Island, which was in fact Epstein's sinister playground. Reports of orgies, underage girls, and a network of powerful individuals intertwine with knowledge of the resort's privacy to magnify the island's mystique. But what was Maxwell's role in all of this, and how did she contribute to the horrors that unfolded beyond Little St. James's palm-fringed shores? The island, often referred to as Pedophile Island, became a sanctuary for the rich and corrupt. Witnesses claim Maxwell was the puppet master, orchestrating the abuse and ensnaring vulnerable individuals into Epstein's orgy-laden web of darkness. The island wasn't merely a physical location, but it was also a metaphor for the moral decay that festered beyond the reach of immediate accountability within the hearts of these codependent psychopaths. As the sordid details of Epstein's crimes surfaced, the legal implications took center stage. But where did Maxwell fit into this intricate crime drama, and how did her arrest shed light on the depths of their codependency? Ghislaine Maxwell's arrest in 2020 sent shockwaves across the world as the public eagerly awaited the unveiling of the dark secrets that she had clutched onto tightly for decades. The trial that followed painted a harrowing picture of their codependency and a partnership predicated on the suffering of others. But as the legal proceedings unfolded, it became clear that Maxwell wasn't just Epstein's accomplice. Rather, she was a co-conspirator in the truest sense. Ghislaine Maxwell faced the consequences of her actions in a courtroom trial marked by riveting testimonies and an unrelenting pursuit of justice, which unfolded like a suspenseful legal drama. Prosecutors presented a damning array of evidence, including flight logs, witness accounts, and Epstein's notorious black book. It became clear that Maxwell was not just a passive accomplice, but an active participant in the web of abuse that spanned across many decades. Maxwell's defense, which some argue was a desperate and perhaps pathetic attempt to salvage any semblance of innocence, claimed that she was being scapegoated for Epstein's crimes, since he was no longer alive to answer for himself. However, the overwhelming evidence against her painted a starkly different picture. the prosecution meticulously dismantled every defense revealing the extent of her involvement in recruiting, grooming, and abusing underage victims. Maxwell's codependency with Epstein was laid bare for all to see. As the trial reached its climax, the world held its breath. The jury's verdict echoed through the courtroom, delivering a resounding judgment against Maxwell. Guilty on multiple counts, she was held accountable for her role in the exploitation of countless young lives. Her sentencing was nothing short of a reckoning and a moment in which the legal system declared that even the most influential could not escape the consequences of their heinous actions. Ghislaine Maxwell's imprisonment marked the end of a chapter, but it also served as a stark reminder of the importance of holding those in power accountable. The longtime associate of Jeffrey Epstein was arrested today. The trial is expected to expose the depth of her involvement in Epstein's alleged sex trafficking ring. In a shocking revelation, court documents reveal a vast network of high-profile individuals connected to Epstein and Maxwell. The survivors' testimonies are shedding light on the extent of the abuse orchestrated by Maxwell. Today in court, explosive evidence linking Maxwell directly to Epstein's crimes has been presented. The prosecution argues that Maxwell played a central role in recruiting and grooming underage victims for Epstein. According to Sky News, Ghislaine Maxwell believes that Jeffrey Epstein was murdered and wishes that she never met him. In an interview for Talk TV's Jeremy Kyle Live, Ghislaine Behind Bars, she stated the following: "I believe that he was murdered. I was shocked. Then I wondered how it had happened because as far as I was concerned, he was going to appeal and I was sure he was covered under the non-prosecution agreement. But I wasn't in the indictment. I wasn't mentioned. I wasn't even one of the co-conspirators. I honestly wish I had never met him. Looking back now, I probably wish I had stayed in England. But leaving that aside, I tried to leave and start another new job and move on from the end of 98, 99. So I wish I had been more successful in moving on. Because I'd been a banker, and so I should have moved on completely." She claimed this all after Epstein's sudden tragic death, which was reported suicide, of Jeffrey Epstein in the jail. She appeared not to offer any words of surprise or compassion, instead focusing her regret on her own failure to sidestep meeting with Epstein and lamenting her lack of career success in a self-pitying manner. Each and every aspect of this story clearly underscores further unsettling details concerning their relations as well as dependency upon one another during this prolonged period of criminal activity whose operation was contingent upon their mutual cooperation and involvement. As we wrap up this disturbing tale, we are left to ponder the aftermath of this codependent psychopathy. Epstein may be gone, but the scars left by his and Maxwell's actions are still fresh. What lessons can we learn from this dark chapter, and how can society prevent such predators from thriving in the shadows? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the Epstein and Maxwell saga, and what should be done to prevent such atrocities in the future? If you found this video eye-opening, then don't forget to share it with your friends, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and never be afraid to question the narratives that shape our world. See you soon, guys.